Hello, everyone. It's your Mystic Messenger, Dr. Christina, with an important message for you today. It's a beautiful day here at Mount Shasta, and today I wanted to discuss why hierarchical systems don't work. It is obvious that the system we are living in is just not working. Although I'm not a political expert, I do know a lot about psychology and human behavior. I will attempt to illustrate some of the basic flaws of our system and why we keep repeating the same patterns with hope that we could finally make some foundational changes and create a system that actually works. In the United States, we have a system of government whereby we elect representatives to make decisions for us. The word govern is defined as to rule, control, or manage, which assumes that we have an inherent need for guidance, leadership, and that we need to be told what to do. With this ideology, we are essentially giving our power away. Our system is based on a hierarchy and assumes that we are children. Unless we have self evolved leaders, this model will invariably lead to dysfunctional power dynamics and narcissistic abuse, which is exactly what we're witnessing. Research has shown that individuals with narcissistic and sociopathic tendencies will gravitate towards position of leadership. And the top three professions they gravitate towards are politics, heads of companies, and medicine. Therefore, a hierarchical system will inevitably result in corruption, harm, and exploitation. Although most of us can admit that our system is seriously flawed, it is our psychological makeup that continues to perpetuate this dysfunctional model. Something that most people do not understand is that we do not make conscious and rational decisions. Most of our behavior is driven by subconscious dynamics formed in childhood. Because none of us had perfect parents, they acted in self serving ways to some extent or another, which created emotional distress. Our childhood wishes of being taken care of were never fulfilled. So, unless we've done our interpersonal work, we project these unmet needs onto figures of authority, and they become our parental substitutes. This is why we keep voting in hopes that someone will finally do the right thing. It is also our psychological makeup that is responsible for our cognitive dissonance, which continues supporting those that we have appointed as so called leaders, who are obviously not looking out for our best interest. Unfortunately, many minimize and even deny the wrongdoings of those at the top of the hierarchy, because if we were to see the reality that these individuals do not have our best interest in mind and are potentially harming us, we would then have to explore all the pain and suffering we felt as children, which is usually too much for most to psychologically handle. Isn't the definition of insanity doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? If most of us agree that most politicians and heads of companies are narcissistic and corrupt, why are we trusting any of them? We need to emotionally grow up and face the reality that no one is looking out for our best interest. If we are self reliant, empowered, and sovereign beings, why do we even need to be governed? And at work, why do we even need bosses or managers? Shouldn't we have collaborative work environments? Part of this evolution in consciousness is examining all of the underlying dynamics that we are on some level agreeing to. So, what's the solution? I think one solution is that by doing our own personal work as we evolve, the system will hopefully evolve with us, which is what I think we're seeing right now. We also need to stop participating in the system that is clearly not working for us and see the inherent flaws and how we're all contributing to its dysfunction without sugarcoating or minimizing it, and believing that something better is possible. And lastly, let's begin designing and creating cooperative models, not hierarchical ones. If you're interested in learning more about evolving your consciousness and transcending the matrix, please make sure to like and follow me and check out my videos and my book, Evolving Consciousness, for more information. Sending you lots of love and light from the heart of Mount Shasta.